made it. We're here, Point Plumber.
Hey.
Hello, social people. How is everyone?
Good to see ya.
Hello, all the big names. Lisa's the biggest name here.
Lisa's the biggest name. She's the organiser.
The biggest name, Oscar.
Hey, mate.
Hello. You again.
Me again. How are you, bud?
How are you?
We got the Olympian washing up.
Oh, congratulations, eh?
Hey man, how you doing?
Silver medalist.
What can I say, you know?
Well,
Just wait till
you belong in this house, then, eh? Surrounded by Oscar and Perth.
I belong right here.
Well, it's the first morning of the Foilfest for me. I woke up early, went for a prone, got one wave, realised, to be honest, my prone board was too small. So I switched that over. I'm back on the 32 litre. So here it is. I put the 28 litre away, and then I took the foil drive out for a little bit and just cruised for a little bit. Just I don't know. I just wanted to have some fun, get some glides, and enjoy the place. But now we're going to the tent and see what's happening, and I'm going to start interviewing some people, see what they're up to.
We get everyone down here for a safety briefing. If you know someone who's not here, can you chase them, please, quick?
All right, I'll go through criteria. So I just got it on a... so we've changed it from last year. We had a bit of kerfuffle with the priority rules and like the pump out rules. So we've changed it this year to... So you have like a paddle in wave. You get scored on your paddle in wave. That's your first one. And then you have 2 opportunities after that to pump back out and score 2 other waves. So you have 3 waves total each time you paddle in, and then you have to come off foil. You have to come off foil. But like if it's the team's event and you get 2 good scores, you can just come in and just change out. But also, because of the rock situation, I feel like we could have like the next competitor, like team competitor, out the back behind the rock. You can't come into the zone. So when your team rider comes in and it's obvious they're off foil, you can paddle into the zone and catch waves. Best of 2 scores out of 20. What else?
Like one paddle in and one linked.
Yeah, one paddle in, so you get scored on your paddle in wave.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's called, we call that paddle whatever score, and then you have a pump score. And then like criteria of like maneuvers is pretty obvious. It's pretty obvious to score that. It's like a surf kind of contest. And then priority is closest to the curl, like surfing. What else?
And then it was, if you're pumping back out, the person paddling in has priority unless you've pumped around the priority marker, and then you've got priority.
It's coming closer.
Yeah, it won't be that far away. Yeah. But the other thing worth mentioning is the judging tent is going to be just here. So you're not going to be judged if you're in the wide peak. It's the point is going to be the score, just because it's going to be too hard for the judges otherwise. And with the tent where it is, so it's basically we're trying to keep it condensed to the point. Like probably 3 or 4 turns.
We'll keep it inside the marker because it's a few goofy. I'm going to be wanting to go on left, mate. So
you come back towards us. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
But
but we'll keep it close to the point because there is a wide peak.
Can we just confirm? So you take off, you ride your wave, you come off foil.
You take off. No. You take off. You get scored on that wave you take off on. That is always a score, and then you can pump out, catch another. You can get scored on that, and if you pump out again, you can get scored on the next one. But there's only 2 get scored.
I think it was.
And then after.
Are they separate scores? Can you paddle in
separate?
Maybe 2. Yeah, you can paddle in.
Yeah, you can add
You don't
improve your score if you want to.
But you need one of your, like say you paddle into one wave and you get a 5, and then you pump out and get a 6, and then you pump out and get a 7. Only the 5, the first wave, and the 7 are going to count. The middle wave will be basically ignored because the paddling wave, one of the paddling waves has to count. You can paddle into as many waves as you want. You've got 10 minutes, and 2 of your paddling waves can count.
That's the question.
Yeah, so
2 paddle ones can work.
yeah,
And one
but
Yeah.
but generally your first wave isn't your best wave anyway. It's the one that you pump out to. Because you can get out further. But
chip in
unless you get a really good one, and you want to go through all your team because you won't get maximum points. So you got to think of that as well.
So ideally, if you could, like in the team environment, I think ideally if you can catch one wave and have a good one, and then link one and then come in, that's the quickest way for your team to get like through everyone.
And then you can keep cycling through. So it's just the tactic you want to use. And we got an hour. So and then every 10 minutes we'll do a hooter for just for reference of how far into the heat. Any other questions? An hour.
That's depending on numbers. Sorry, that depends on how many people we have in the teams. I'm just finalising the teams.
Okay.
10 minutes per person.
Yeah, we'll do 10 minutes per person, but we max 1 hour. We won't do any more than 6 in a team.
Probably worth mentioning, if you're out there for longer than 10 minutes, you're not going to not get scored, but it's going to make it harder for the rest of your team to get scored. So use the 10 minutes as a guide. We don't want to block other people, block the rest of your team from surfing. Be a good teammate.
Yeah. Be honourable. I didn't listen to what you just said, but okay. All right. Any more questions?
What's the signal like once you come off foil to let your mate know out the back?
Just put your hands up. Yeah, they'll see. Yeah. Cool.
Like a claim?
Yeah, just do any claim. You might, you might get scored on Brazo claim if you want. Yeah. We'll start in 20 minutes. That's enough time for everyone to get their stuff sorted and.
Again, are you getting me on the vlog again, Chezza?
Not yet.
I didn't just get the fuck out of here.
We're going to do an interview later. This is just a sneak preview of someone I'm going to interview later. Who's a character. Is there a French team? No. There's enough French people, isn't there?
Gotta catch waves, we've still got to surf it.
Hold on. Let's have a look. This could be the biggest failure in the world if we don't go alright. So we got Perth, Ray, silver medalist, Jackson, I don't know what he does, but he does something. Luke,
World class wing foiler.
Luke's like a freak. Oscar, we all know his reviews. And myself.
I think he won the
No, he did good.
Oh, put it on backwards. That's a good start.
So you want to go second, yeah?
No, I'm going third.
Look, I'm not going to... Hey, Perth, there's no real... we're not going with tactics on this, are we?
Tell your riders
But just
see the coloured flags during
the only advice I have is don't do what Reece did and literally spend half an hour out there.
No.
You know heaps. You guys both know heaps.
Just get it over and done with quick.
Yeah.
I'm going to make sure my first one's a good one and then link something reasonable with it.
Well, you can teach me about competition, but... Oh, what happened to your foot?
We got washed back into the cliff jumping off. It was so glary I couldn't see what was coming. I just jumped off and it was like a wall of water. So this just went straight back up the rocks. In that cove, it just got hammered.
All right.
So
Good luck.
Perth is the ultimate competitor. Ultimate. Let's see if you can keep up with Perth.
Oh, you cooked it.
Freaking WQS.
It's got a wave and there's...
There's another white bib out already.
Oh, yeah, he's just there. He's paddling.
So yeah, Jack
I was thinking, brother,
Perth
that's
just fell off here. Jack was in.
Alright, well, I'll go wait for his jersey.
Okay,
He takes it away, go like that, bang, crack, and he goes, someone's coming in.
What, you were in our team, fit boy?
I'm not on. Oh, no way, I'm too old.
You could.
I could do it, but I'm scared, man.
Scared of what?
Over 2 foot.
2 foot, 2.5.
2 foot tall.
That a little bit
2 foot tight, exactly. Is he alright? Definitely can't.
Yeah, I think.
Brad, can you do it at 15, not 10?
15, roger that. Every 15.
Thanks, Brad.
But the guys out the back aren't going to know that you changed it.
They're going to go by the air horn.
Hey, Lisa.
Yes, sir.
Seems stressed.
I'm not stressed,
I'm
mate.
going to do an interview.
Did I ask you this morning, have you done a wave?
Mum, you did ask, and I didn't do it.